The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
Good morning and welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with Pat Devaney, my husband, fellow realtor, co-host. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good. We have with us for the second week in a row, Dale Muchler, owner of Permaglaze and Bath Renew. Thank you for being here.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We are here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m. We review many real estate topics. We have a full-time real estate office with many relentless realtors who've been guiding, assisting, and advising clients in real estate matters for over 50 years.
During the week, feel free to email us with any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com, or if you'd like to suggest a topic of something we haven't covered in the last 16 years, send it to questions@jruddy.com. Or you could give us a call at 570-344-6724. And don't forget, when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab at the top of the page, either on your phone or on your desktop, and get a live view of Dunmore Corners 24/7.
View our listings, search the MLS listings, and listen to archive radio shows by going to mobile-friendly jruddy.com. That's jruddy.com, where we also have all the popular podcast apps that we feature this radio show on, and look us up on social media. Okay, Dale Muchler, Permaglaze and Bath Renew. Where are you located? Where do you go? And what do you do, please?
Well, we have a business called Permaglaze Bath Renew. We are located in the Scranton-Carbondale Highway, 849 Scranton-Carbondale Highway. We are just up from the Viewmont Mall on the left-hand side. We have examples of what we do, from glazing of clawfoot tubs, regular tubs, tile, our clean-cut walk-in tub systems, our tub-to-shower conversions, a little bit of everything that we do, examples of countertops that we've done, colors, lots of design options that are available. And our phone number is 570-344-8434, and our 800 number is 1-800-375-3259. And come see us.
Yes, you serve all the way down into Luzerne County, all of Lackawanna County. You'll even go as far as Binghamton, correct?
Yes, pretty much all of northeastern Pennsylvania.
Okay. That is wonderful. And, you know, we've had your services, and you do what you say you're going to do. I'd like to talk about the process, that the time that it would take for you to do this, because I'm thinking about, like, when people want to remodel bathrooms and kitchens, they practically have to move out of their house or be down one bathroom or, you know, without a kitchen for a long time. When they remodel, right? So when you do these transformations and you update countertops and cabinets or a bathroom, say you're doing a reglaze or you're doing a walk-in shower, how long does that typically take?
Well, I just want to say that reglaze the countertops. You're not replacing the countertops.
Correct.
You're reglazing them.
Using current existing fixtures, which would be typically a cultured marble. It could be corian. Most of it is formica that we do. And so if there's cracks or chips or burn marks or cuts in any way.
Or it's ugly.
Yeah.
It's ugly orange.
Yeah. Well, I call it Brady Bunch orange.
Yes.
So there's a lot of those types of colors that can be refinished. Does not matter what the original color is. Our primers, our base coating, adhesive colors are color matched to specifics to what we do as far as our speckled Stoneflex colors that we put on. Typically, to do a kitchen is like maybe 3/4 of a day to do the countertop, and then we come back the next day and we put the clear coat on. The clear coat can be like a real high gloss or more of like a satiny-like finish. In general, most people like more of a satiny-like finish on the countertop. They don't want to see a real shiny finish because they see breadcrumbs and things on it. So they want it to look really nice, but then they don't want it to look so like, I got to wash this down all the time. So,
right, and it's the truth. You would be doing it all the time. But when I think of kitchens, and if someone likes the functionality, and the functionality works, but they have outdated colors and hardware and cabinets, what you do makes so much sense instead of ripping out.
Yes. As far as even the cabinets themselves, we can do the doors, the inside of the door, the outside of the door, the cabinetry itself that's mounted on the wall. But inside of the cabinet, I don't do that.
Right.
Because people say, I have to edit out my cabinets? No, because we mask things off so that they keep all the cereal boxes in there, the coffee cups and, whatever dishes and things. That all gets covered up, so none of that has to be taken out. So it makes it a lot easier for the homeowner. They do this whole remodel, and they don't have to do a lot of work for it. So basically any color as far as the cabinetry, I have done some where the top colors, the top part of the cabinets are white, and then the bottom is like a sage green or something really light, pale green. So really pretty colors that people have designs that they like to put together. So we could make it, what they want, not just a cookie cutter thing. You go to the store, okay, you only have these specific colors. They can make it an individual project for themselves.
At a fraction of the price.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Not only a fraction of the price, which is very important to a lot of people on budgets, but just less hassle, less upheaval.
Jackie, how many times have you heard stories about people doing their kitchens over that for weeks, they couldn't use their kitchen. So they haven't been able to cook, they haven't been able to sit in the kitchen, just oh, my God, the inconvenience and the cost. I mean, honest to God, if I was going to do a remodel of our kitchen, I'd have to take out a home equity loan because it's to do everything.
A lot of times that's what happens with people. And then they realize what we can do, and then they think, oh, my goodness, this is a really, really brilliant way to go, and which it is. And what I've seen a lot of times, too, people want to change hardware, knobs and things like that, which is fine. And sometimes people have like a 2-hole type of door, but they want to put a single knob in it. So we have a filler. We could fill it in so that we could re-drill the hole where they need it for the new knobs and things. So a lot of that it's all easily customizable to what they want, what they need. Some places they don't even have a knob. And so we could actually, they could buy their hardware. We can drill the hole.
And you could change the hinges and all of that, right?
Yeah, sure.
So if you got a crappy hinge, you could just change it.
And how many times do you do a project and, aside from what you're talking about, Dale, and you have to hire 5 different people for 5 different functions?
And then they don't show up.
Well, we're always there. We're always available. Again, with our phone numbers, with our showroom, we've been at our same spot for over 20 years. So it's not like they can't find us. They know where we are.
Right. And you've done work for us, and you do high-quality work.
And you clean up.
We try to clean up.
Yes, you do. You clean up.
I was always told when I do work somewhere to leave the place in better condition than when you found it.
Yeah.
So if you have to clean up a little bit more, that's okay.
Yeah.
You always want to leave it cleaner than you found it.
We try our best.
You do.
We're not perfect, but we try our best.
Oh, well.
Now, the neat thing with bathrooms, too, again, we talk about color. I see a lot of the Harvest Gold, the avocado, the Pepto-Bismol pink is what I call it. There's different blues.
There's a house on my corner. Can you do that?
Robin egg blue, yes.
Yeah. So any of those outdated colors, I'll call it, we could put any color over any color. And the neat thing with it, too, a lot of times they have like a bullnose tile going around the perimeter of the bathroom. So we can make that, a customizable color if they wanted to. We've done some where the tile, we do it in white, but then the trim tile might be like ice gray or something. So there's lots of things that people could kind of customize what it is without spending a fortune. So
that's a great idea.
And when you do the tile in their panels, right? The tile in the shower area, and you do the
acrylic wall system you talk about?
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. It's smooth, but it looks like the tile.
We have some walls that look exactly like a 3x5 or 3x6, like subway tile. Some of the tile has a look of a 10x20, almost like big blocks. So there's different types of designs. We have other types of walls that actually have the indentations of what tile would be, and there are about maybe 8 or 10 different design options with that.
But they're a lot easier to clean.
Oh, absolutely.
Than tile.
It's totally. With the acrylic, it's soft and it's smooth. It's easy to care for. We just don't recommend any harsh abrasives with it. Just regular things like 4-9 are fantastic. Or even a lot of times people save like an old Windex bottle, fill it up with dish detergent and water, and just spray that on. Use a sponge or washcloth, wipe it down. Super easy to keep clean and maintain.
How about bleaches? No good?
Occasionally, you can use a little bit of bleach, maybe 10% bleach and the rest water. If you want to sanitize something like a tub, for example, that they have kids in the tub, they want to make sure that it's sanitary, they can use a little bit of bleach.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Okay. Because sometimes that can discolor things.
If you have, we have one color called mocha travertine, which is a deep color. So putting bleach on that, it may discolor, but they usually recommend test an inconspicuous spot first on a small area.
Okay.
And but in general, it's very color fast. Even our countertops, a lot of times certain granites and stones and stuff, you have to seal them all the time. With our material, you don't have to seal it.
What do you about? So we have corian, and one of the things I love about it is you can actually take a hot pot from the stove. Not that I do
You're
this,
not supposed to.
but you can. If
Yeah,
you
but
put
you're
it-
not supposed to. It'll leave. If we do it in the sink, it leaves rings.
Yeah.
But then I have to
But
scrub it out. I can
You have
scrub
to-
it out.
You have to buff them out.
I do. I buff them out.
Like
But
a
you-
car polish
I do,
or something.
I do.
Yeah.
But do that on Formica. You can't buff it out.
No.
No.
You'd have a burn
No, you
mark.
gotta call
Burn
permaglaze.
marks.
Right.
We have fixed countless numbers of burn marks, cut marks. People use their countertop as a cutting board, and you can't really.
Yeah,
do
I know
that.
somebody else that does it at the edge of the sink.
Who does that?
Yeah, they have these little.
Why is she looking at me?
Yeah, there's little nicks.
Why
you
is
know,
she looking
right?
at you, Pat?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Yeah, and it really.
Dale, do you do this?
No.
I think it's you. It's
So
not me.
anyway,
No, I don't do anything.
but on your finished product, what can you do? What can you clean it with? What can you do? And what can you not do?
Well, as far as abrasive cleaners like Ajax and Common Cleanser stuff, we don't recommend those
Right.
types of cleaners. They will, it's like using sandpaper on your car.
So don't use Brillo and
No.
a SOS pad on
And
the
a-
counter.
No, they
and
don't
a-
do
recommend
that.
Even the some of the things that, like say, soft scrub or stuff, they don't recommend that
No,
either.
yeah.
Because there are abrasives in a lot of that stuff. That Mr. Clean pad or something, they usually don't recommend that because there's different chemicals in that that can
Oh,
dull
right.
the finish.
Yeah.
So they don't recommend that.
Right.
However, I have used that on my tub without any issue with it. So, but recommendations manufacturer-wise, what we recommend. So they should follow those rules in general. We are always there if they mess something up or have a damage or something. We could repair most things.
Right. But no hot pots or
Yeah,
pans.
you don't want to take a turkey out of the oven and put it
No.
directly onto that.
Okay.
It's good to about maybe 250 degrees or so. But once it gets above that, you want to be a little careful.
Dale, don't worry, Jackie will never take a pot out of the oven.
Well,
and
I'm
put it.
just saying.
She makes
People
the best
do.
reservations you've ever seen in your life. That's her thing. She makes the
Yeah,
best.
what'd you make for supper reservations? right?
Yes,
she did.
that's it. Yeah, well, some people have their strengths.
You
and
do. You do have
That's
your
not
strength.
mine. So
Let me,
yeah.
Dale. Now you're talking about the tubs and rounds, right? We were just talking
Yes.
about that and the textures. The guys who are on TV, the ones who I see the commercials for all the time. We've discussed this off camera. We're not on camera. We're on the radio.
When are you on camera?
Off air. How
Off
about
air,
that, DC?
yes.
Is that better? That people should compare the price difference between you and the other guys, and also the quality. You were telling me off air about the quality of how yours is.
Many of our walls are twice as thick as our competitors. There are some of the guys that are out there doing similar what we do, try to do what we do. They have maybe one or two colors, a couple different simulated tiled looks that have the indentations of tile. But I have, I didn't count, but close to like 35 different colors available. Many of those colors have a tiled look. Some of them, it's totally smooth. Our walls are much thicker than most of our competitors. They have lifetime warranties. They're custom cut on site. They can go right up to the ceiling. We have different acrylic ceiling panels. There's a wide variety of things that can be done based on what we can do versus what other guys can do.
Right. You were telling me about the corners, that how.
They call it a quad lock system in the corners. There's adhesive that goes to the corners. There's a leveling bracket, I call it, in the corner. Adhesive again, our walls go in, and then there's a custom colored silicone seal on the outside. So there's many layers of material, so they're guaranteed never to leak. Even though some people say, we have all these types of special corners, they're fine. I'm sure they're appropriate, but our walls, again, are a little bit different, a little stronger, a little tougher, in my opinion, anyway.
And they call theirs seamless,
Yes.
but they're not.
Seamless vertical corners, they're seamless, but when it touches the tub or touches the surround, no matter who does it, whether I do it or company A, B, or C does it, that there has to be some type of seal between the tub and the surround, or the shower base and the surround. It just has to be.
Dale Muchler, owner of Permaglaze Bath Renew in Dixon City. How does someone get in touch with you?
Again, call us at our phone numbers, 570-344-8434, or 800 numbers, 1-800-375-3259. Our showroom at 849 Scranton Carbondale Highway in Dixon City. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then evening hours can be by appointment, and then also Saturdays and weekends we can be available too. If somebody has a specific work schedule, they can't get there during our regular work hours or showroom hours, we try to make arrangements for everybody to make the right decisions and have us come to their home too. We bring lots of samples with us. And a lot of times after I'm there, they say, oh, what does this look like on a big scale? Well, I have a display just like that they can look at our show. So a lot of options that people have available. We try to accommodate as many people as we can. So,
and you have a website.
PermaglazeBathRenew.com.
Okay, thank you. Pat?
Yes, we have a beautifully remodeled 2-bedroom, 2-bath home at 66 Smith Row in Plymouth for only $150,000. This home has been thoroughly remodeled with a brand new kitchen, new baths, new appliances, new flooring, electrical, plumbing, and new concrete walkways. This is perfect for the first-time buyer or if someone looking to downsize. This is a great opportunity to own an updated home. That's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home at 66 Smith Row in Plymouth for $150,000, and that's listed by Kristen Bourne of our office.
Thank you, Pat. And our sponsor this week is 1031 Corp. They help real estate investors defer capital gains when selling and reinvesting in business use or investment property. 1031 Corp is the middleman you need to help you complete a 1031 exchange. And for over 3 decades, they have mastered how to keep the exchange process easy. Their exchange experts will educate you on 1031 exchanges, review your situation, and walk you through the entire process. If you own an investment or business property, whether it is residential or commercial, contact 1031 Corp to learn how you can exchange into a property that works better for you while deferring the capital gains and depreciation recapture so that you can keep your hard-earned equity working in your next property. Contact them by visiting 1031corp.com or give them a call, 1-800-828-1031. That's 1-800-828-1031. Stay with the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker. We will be right back.
What can a Century 21 agent do for you? They show your home, solve your problems, and pet your dog. They provide the service of a butler and the savvy of a business tycoon. They explain the market, love a good barbecue, and never drink milk from the carton, so invite one over. They do your homework, legwork, and sometimes yard work. Basically, they provide some TLC to YOU. This is who they are. This is what they do. Century 21 agents. Smarter, bolder, faster. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Hi, this is Jackie Ruddy from Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Is real estate on your mind? It's on ours 24/7. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or in need of an appraisal, you have questions, we have answers.
Thinking of buying or selling a house and have questions? Tune in to the Real Estate Roundtable hosted by locally owned and operated Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on Saturday mornings at 11 and Sunday mornings at 11:30.
Call 570-344-6724 or visit jruddy.com. That's JRUDDY.com.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with Pat Devaney, my husband, fellow realtor.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing really well. I like this topic a lot.
I know. This is a great topic. We have Permaglaze.
Let me, before you continue, I would just like to say I am very grateful that our house is updated and we don't need... Our eyes are lighting up listening to you about changing colors and doing all of this stuff. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, who doesn't like to daydream a little bit?
Who's our wonderful guest?
Our wonderful guest this week is Permaglaze Bath Renew, Dale Muchler, owner. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it. And you're no stranger to our program. You've been here in the past, but even in the short time that we've been doing this radio show, 16 years, from the first time you're here to this time, I've seen changes. Like this stuff that you can do with the countertops and the tile and the stone look. That's different.
Things have evolved over the years to make it more appropriate based on technologies of materials and
Customer preferences.
and customer preferences. Sure, people don't want the cookie cutter look in their bathroom. They want something that's customizable and customized in general. So what we have available is a lot of different options for people, from just using their tub that they have and reglazing everything. We could put acrylic tub liners in. We could put new acrylic wall systems in, grab bars, shower doors.
And the the cutout for the tub.
That is a very popular way to go because a cost factor. I mean, you can remove a whole tub, like thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars that people spend in their bathrooms. We could have this, what we call it our clean cut system. Could either be a regular step-in type, or it could be what we call a convertible. So we could actually convert the tub to a shower, to a tub in like a matter of a minute.
So what you do is you actually cut the side of the tub.
Yes.
So now we don't have to step over it. We just step right in. And we did this with an elderly family member, and it actually kept
But if
her in
we
the house.
took out that tub, we're talking jackhammer and sledgehammer.
It's concrete. And
And-
those Carrera tiles, they're big and they're mounted in concrete. It would be...
Some are, yes, it's
no,
amazing.
it's unbelievable.
But
the
how
way they-
about the mess that goes through the house?
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you can tell them from New York.
Yeah,
that
cast
that
iron
comes
tubs
out
are
to-
brutal because you have to take, again, like jackhammers. A lot of times we take sledgehammers, but it is a racket.
Oh.
I mean, loud to smash those out, and it makes a mess.
Absolutely.
And,
And it's very expensive.
Expense is a big thing that people are with everything, with the inflation, price of gas and things. People like to save some money, so we're offering lots of different ways that they can save money to make the function what they need. Our clean cut bath systems are really, really a fun way to go.
And keeps them in their home.
Absolutely. A lot of times with the units themselves, they can drop down because there's different sizes for them. They can drop down, like the height of a tub, about 9 inches, 11 inches. They have ones that are called ultra deep. They could go down like 14 inches. Some fiberglass tubs are really, really deep. In fact, we did one, which actually 2 yesterday for one of the housing authorities, but they didn't want to have it too deep because they didn't want customers to fill up the water and overflow them. With our system, the water cannot overflow unless you just plug the drain, and they just will eventually or can overflow. But in general, it's water. People think water's going to splash out. The design of what we have and what they are, water just cannot splash out. So,
I like your tagline. Luxury doesn't have to cost a fortune.
that's correct. Yeah, we have done so many places that, based on what we do, our options availability and the colors, how it can change things, you don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars sometimes to remodel. And it's just a fun way to go for us and a fun way for people to decide, I can do this, I can do that. I can change all these colors. I could get rid of my Pepto-Bismol pink and robin's egg blue and the old-fashioned Brady Bunch colors and things. Again, we talked before about the orange, and there are so many places that have these oranges. Like, oh my goodness gracious!
But the counter's perfectly fine other than the
Exactly,
color. So why not do an overlay?
Yeah.
Or a burn mark, right? You'd say
Right.
that. I've been looking at that burn mark for years.
Yeah, I've had people have had homes, and that's, they get one of those cutting boards, and they cover it,
Yes,
so that
yeah.
they don't have to look at it.
We had one years ago. They put a burn mark in it. I think their son was a podiatrist, and so they actually had these little feet that you would put in stickers to the floor of a tub, so like as a slip resistant. Well, she had those right on her countertop, like 3 or 4 right in a row, because she was trying to cover up a burn mark. So her husband didn't realize, oh, I did that for my son. I put those there for my son. And then the husband bought it for years. But then after a while, they said, I got to do something with this. So we came in, we had to peel off all the feet stickers, and then we were able to refinish it. You would never know that there was any type of burn mark or any damage to it. If there's cracks, gaps, or seams in it, sometimes they have a metal strip on the back side of it. We have a filler, we go over that, so you'll see where that seam would be. but it's completely covered and makes it as a one-piece type of bathroom system and or countertop system that's there.
So I had a house a long time ago for sale in Dunmore. It was a beautiful house, but the one thing that people could not overcome, people that looked at the house to purchase it, was the bathroom. And so we didn't sell it. And after it came off the market, the brother and sister decided to redo the bathroom. And the brother was a handy person, was not a contractor by trade, but he knew how to fix things. They called you. You came in, you redid the bathroom, the vanity, and they changed some lighting, and you did the tub and shower, and they painted, and they did the walls, the tile walls, and it looked completely different. Call me back. We put the house on the market, and it sold within a week.
I've had situations similar to that. Yes, exactly, where they'll have a countertop. There was one in Clarkson we had years ago. It was on the market for quite a while, and we were doing a job across the street. So the realtor came across and just said, "I saw your van. What are you doing over here?" So we explained to her what we were doing. She said, "Can you look at this for me?" We redid her countertop. It was a combination of this yellow-green marbly, like it was really hideous color. But again, that's just one of the comments that people don't like about this house is the kitchen countertop. They're thinking, thousands
Yes.
to remodel. And it was a kind of a unique design, so it was not something that you can just get like a flat granite countertop for. So with our process, we redid it. Several weeks later, I noticed I had an open house on the weekend, and then with the for sale sign, we were doing a job in a similar neighborhood. So I drove by, and sure enough, there's a sold sign there. So people see the way to remodel things without spending a fortune. A lot of times people selling a home, they'll fix things up to get it sellable. And then on the other hand, people find their dream home, but the colors aren't quite right. And so they don't want to spend, or they don't have the money to spend.
They don't have the money after
that.
They just spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on a home.
Yes, so they have the money to buy furniture, to maybe paint or put whatever. And so redoing the bathroom and or kitchen, these are options that they can use and save a lot of money. So,
well, if someone wants premium price, the bathroom has to be turnkey. They can't, and the same with the kitchen. So at these days, unless the price reflects, because as you say, the buyer's going to want it at a substantially reduced price if they have to do the updating themselves.
Exactly, yes.
Right? So, yeah. Dale Muchler, owner of Permaglaze Bath Renew. How does someone get in touch with you, please?
Again, our phone number is 570-344-8434. Our 800 number is 1-800-375-3259. We are located 849 Scranton-Carbondale Highway, just up from the Viewmont Mall on the left-hand side. We've been at that spot a little over 20 years. We have examples of our bathtubs and sinks, a tile, our tub-to-shower conversions, our clean-cut step-in tub systems, just about everything that we do as a business. We have colors that they can look at, designs that they can look at, and then we also can bring all of our colors and options with them to their house. They can actually take samples with them if they need to. So there's a lot of options that people could have, and we try to make ourselves available as much as we can to help people out in their projects in their home.
Right, and you have a wide variety to help anybody's budget.
Just about anything and everything in a kitchen or bath that they can think of, we can do.
All right. Thank you, Dale. Pat?
Yes, we have a large double-family home at 736-738 Hickory Street in Scranton for $299,000. Each side has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths and long-term tenants that pay their own utilities. Each apartment is 1,980 square feet, and both sides have large kitchens and dining rooms. The apartments are in very good condition. It has a large rear yard, covered front porch, and a large 4-car garage in the rear of the property. That's a large 2-family home with 2 3-bedroom apartments at 736-738 Hickory Street in Scranton for $299,000, and that's listed by Marie-Ann Duffy Mates of our office.
Thank you, Pat. And join us next Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m. for more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. Have a great week, everyone.